इस फिल्म के ट्रेलर में आप कहते हैं that how you like the old school romance.
That's right.
Real life में do you believe in old school romance?
I believe in the filmy wala love.
अच्छा.
हाँ, especially the films of 90s and the DDLJs.
I am not filmy love. I don't believe in filmy love, but yes, old school love is something that I like to be comfortable in a relationship.
एक अंडरवाटर सीन है आपका
Right.
एंड ये काफी चर्चे में है. टेल अस व्हाई.
It was possibly one of the toughest shoots of my
मुझे
life.
देख के ठंड लग रही थी तुम्हें because मैं तो इतनी कॉफी
Yeah,
पीता हूँ.
you were there,
I
you
was
stuck.
I was feeling cold looking at her. I was like मैं कॉफी
And
पीता
we really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the challenge. Hi guys, this is Rakul
हूँ. This is Pavail Gulati,
and you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.
हाय गाइस, माय नेम इज उर्मिन एंड वेलकम टू बॉलीवुड हंगामा. देखिए, वैसे तो 3 शब्द है आई लव यू, लेकिन खूबसूरत भी हो सकते हैं, खतरनाक भी. आपको खुश भी कर सकते हैं, डरा भी सकते हैं. आज हम बात कर रहे हैं एक ऐसी फिल्म की विथ द सेम नेम एंड आई थिंक दैट जो डेफिनेशन मैंने आपको दिया डेफिनेटली सजेस्ट द फिल्म. Guys, am I right?
yes,
Rakul Preet Singh and Pavail Gulati. How are you guys doing?
very well.
Very
How
well.
are you?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ, बट ये बताएं that was this like a decision कि blue पहनना है? How are you?
नहीं, this is
I
like
think we're too much in love.
Uff.
That's the thing.
Hmm.
I think it's the
प्यार
I love
है
you
कि
effect.
वार, ये तो पता चलेगा हमको भाई.
जी.
How does it feel, guys, being a part of a genre like this? Do you enjoy this, Rakul?
I love it. I mean, I thought it's a very edgy script, you know, in the beginning when it came to me. And I am a lover of suspense and thriller and, you know, where you don't know what's happening next, something that keeps you edge of the seat. So, yeah.
That's lovely. Pavail, but I'm sorry to say this. आपको देखकर मैं बताना चाहती हूँ, इन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया है. You can see his face and you can like be clear about it, sure about it. Do you get this all the time कि ये good boy face है?
I think that's why it works for me.
है
This
ना?
good boy wala face works for me because of the characters I play. But यार ये बहुत ही प्यारी स्क्रिप्ट है और I think Rakul would second that कि आपने
Yeah.
स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी थी we just immediately fell in love with it.
Yeah.
बहुत rarely ऐसी स्क्रिप्ट्स आती हैं और ये वाला genre बहुत कम बनता है.
Yeah.
After a long time we are going to see a genre like this.
Yeah, and it's not just thriller, right?
Yeah.
It's a little twisted.
Hmm.
It's a little obsessive. There's a little bit of mush and romance. It's layered, and it's still edge of the seat. I think
Yeah.
every character has a beautiful arc.
Also, it's too much fun.
It's fun, and
Yeah,
and
it's a
it's
fun
actually
film.
fun, you know. So I think, like he said, जैसे script आई थी हमारे पास, it's one of those films where you're like, great, when are we starting this?
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's start this, you know.
Isn't that a great vibe to start
Yeah,
a new
yeah, yeah.
project?
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
What a
Absolutely.
great feeling that must be.
And we did workshops for it. You
Yeah.
remember the workshops?
Yeah, I think the workshops are the hardest.
Yeah, they were really because you have to be so much in tune with your real emotion in the film.
Yeah.
So we'd done workshops together, and those were really hectic.
Yeah, workshops are hectic, but the shoot just flew. It was just too
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah, too much fun.
Well, इस फिल्म के ट्रेलर में शुरुआत में ही आप कहते हैं that how you like the old school romance.
That's right.
Real life में do you believe in old school romance?
Absolutely.
क्या बचपन में कोई ऐसा सपना था that you wanted?
Nee,
in
that
terms
that
of-
I believe in the filmy wala love.
अच्छा.
Haan, so I believe in the filmy wala love. I think the films have spoilt us like that, especially the films of 90s and the DDLJs and.
Have you ever imagined like where would you find like the
Of
perfect?
course, and I think that's why I was single for the longest time. I was like, no. My idea of romance is very old school and very, I wouldn't say mushy, but I think dreamlike, and I think that friendship is very important in romance. So I've always believed in that.
जैसे मुझे तो लगता था हमेशा फिल्म्स देखकर कि मुझे प्यार तो एयरपोर्ट पे ही मिलेगा. तो वो ही फीलिंग आती थी. इनफैक्ट आई वुड गेट एक्स्ट्रा ड्रेसअप. अभी है एयरपोर्ट लुक्स, पर मैं एक्स्ट्रा ड्रेसअप होती थी क्योंकि मुझे लगता था कि वही है, कहीं से तो आ रहा है, पता नहीं कहाँ से. बट व्हाट अबाउट यू, Pavail?
Yeah, I'm also, I believe, I am not filmy love. I don't believe in filmy love, but yes, old school love is something that I also go by because I like to be comfortable in a relationship. And I think वो पुराना वाला जो एक होता था, I think I'm also obsessed with that only.
Now, both of y'all have always chosen characters, roles, films, scripts that have very strong characters that you all play. So my question to you all is that a conscious effort? Do you all look at scripts and also decide कि ये मुझे करना है और ये शायद नहीं करना है?
Of course, I think you decide that. I think for me, what works is there's a gut feeling. When you read a script, and as an actor, I'm sure you'll agree, when you're reading a script, if you start imagining yourself in it, then you know that you want to be a part of it. You know, with me, that happens many a times. I'm reading a script and I read a line and I'm like, how would I say it? And you know, so if you are already imagining yourself as that character while you're reading it, you know that you've connected with it. And I think for me, the endeavor is always to try and do different things. Like I want to do, if I want to do, like I started with the Chhatri Wali this year, and then last year every film was very different from one another, and then I Love You as a genre I haven't done at all. So that's what challenges me, and that's what actually makes me very happy to go and do on set every day, different things.
What about you?
Yeah, I think what she said is completely right. But sometimes now, like a film like this, when I was reading the script, sometimes it happens कि when you're imagining yourself and you can't imagine yourself कि ये तो मैं कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा. That's when the challenge comes in. That's when you start reading it again and again and again and finding yourself in it somewhere. और आपको थोड़ा सा वो मिलता है पर पूरा नहीं मिलता है. I think then you work with the director, and I think that's the most fun part of doing a script like this or finding a part like that.
You know, somewhere I had read this that, you know, आपने किसी interview में कहा था that you get things but you get it a little late.
हाँ.
Do you still believe in it? And you know, you've had a very interesting journey too, Pavel. आप assistant रहे हैं with Shanu Sharma also, right?
Yeah, I was the first assistant ever.
तो कैसा था आपके लिए तब? Were you also on that list of, you know, rejecting auditions?
I was,
Oh, wow.
I was assisting on My Name Is
that
Khan.
I know. That I know.
So, not rejecting, rejection तो उनके हाथ में था. मैं तो बस auditions लेता था और दिखाता था, and used to direct those auditions and show it to Shanu and Karan. So I think I was on that part. I never rejected anyone because I know how bad it feels. But
guys, tell me, as actors, what is the best way of saying that you're not fit for this part?
there's no good way of saying.
No, I think just say that honestly. Like for me, I always say that, you know, I think it's a great script, but I don't see myself doing this right now.
No, she's asking the opposite.
हाँ.
She's asking कि actor को कैसे बोले कि
क्योंकि
you're not right for
सबसे
it.
ज्यादा struggle जो
Oh.
actors करते हैं वो है rejection face करके.
Oh, नहीं वो तो
Just
कोई
don't
बोलता ही
keep
नहीं है
them
ना.
hanging, that's it.
Don't keep them hanging. I
Yeah.
think that's the best thing. Like, don't give hope and then keep them hanging. I think if we had to tell somebody that you're not fit for the role, just say that, you know, I think I don't see you in this role.
Pavel, was
I
there
agree.
something
Honesty is the
that
best.
happened during your assisting times?
Yeah, because you would wait a lot, right? आप
Yeah.
एक audition देते हो and then they keep you hanging, that you're shortlisted and stuff like that. और वो महीने निकल जाते हैं and you're still waiting for that hope कि अच्छा, because also you have told your parents something, you told your friends something, और फिर बाद में नहीं होता है, तो that feels like a heartbreak. But yeah, it's a part and parcel of the job.
That's true.
So I think those rejections kind of make you
Stronger and
and the person that you become today.
Yeah,
I think those rejections are as much as you hate them, but they're very important in your life.
बिल्कुल. I always believe that these are pages in your autobiography. वरना
Absolutely.
Yeah.
इतनी छोटी किताब बनेगी फिर क्या फायदा?
Struggle नहीं होगी तो story क्या होगी?
Correct.
Right? Conflict तो चाहिए.
राकुल, आपने if I'm not mistaken 2009 में शुरुआत की थी.
जी.
Yeah, and this was in the South. How did you get this first film?
ये आंसर मैं सिर्फ आई थिंक 1001 बार दे चुकी हूँ. इतना so much so कि मेरे विकिपीडिया पे भी है. You know, I think it had to happen. I had just started modeling and I got a call one day within a month of my pictures being circulated, and they said that there was a remake of a very big Telugu Tamil film in Canada. And तब मुझे मालूम भी नहीं था कि साउथ इंडस्ट्री होती है. I was a Delhi girl, a 18-year-old kid, and I refused. I said no, मैं तो हिंदी में करूँगी. जैसे पता नहीं मतलब यहाँ पे कोई Godfather बैठे हुए हैं. So then they called my dad and they said that we saw her date of birth and she's going to be a huge star one day and we want to be the ones to launch her. And that intrigued me. I said मैंने ये सोचा भी नहीं है, मतलब सोचा है, but I still am not sure. And you know, these people are saying this, so just for an experience and just actually to make a little extra pocket money, I decided to say yes to the film. I was like, चलो मेरे को 2,500 रुपए महीने के मिलते हैं. I'll make money in lakhs. I'll be the first one in my friends to have a car, and that was my reason to do that film.
Yeah.
While I was shooting, I fell in love with the process of shooting and filmmaking, and I decided this is what I want to do. but I'll finish my graduation and then come to films, which is why my first release, then properly after that, then I finished my education 3-4 years, and then what happened 2013 November. So I actually count my debut from 2013 November
Right.
because the first film was just like, you know, I didn't even know what was happening. Yeah.
But do you guys calculate on, if I do this film and maybe, it's not a big role or it's not a big budget film, then it might not be good for my career graph. Is that something, Pavel?
I mean, yes, that is a corrupted world where you have to think about those things sometimes. Obviously, those things are important in that sense कि यार अगर आप स्क्रिप्ट अच्छी है और पिक्चर अच्छी बन रही है पर अगर वो रिलीज ढंग से ना हो so then it's you feel bad for it, right? Because आपने एक साल मेहनत करी है जो भी करा है. But I don't think initially you think about it that much. I think as your career grows, that's when you start thinking of it because your brand value grows and then you're thinking about the brand more than just the script on that front. So yeah, that's what I was telling Rakul also the first few times we met was कि यार ये acting छोड़ के बाकी सारे जो काम है ना वो ज़्यादा है acting से of becoming an actor.
Yeah,
I think those parts are much bigger than just acting of being an actor, which you only understand once you start growing in the industry. So
That's
yeah.
true. एक अंडर वाटर सीन है आपका
Right.
एंड ये काफी चर्चे में है. टेल अस व्हाई.
So of course there was, because Satya, you know, in the film has to hold breath underwater for some time. You'll know why in the film. तो मुझे 2.5 मिनट तक की प्रैक्टिस करनी थी. So there was a scuba instructor who trained me for a while for that practice. And जब हम ये scene shoot कर रहे थे, I was literally in water from 2 in the afternoon, 2 or 3 in the afternoon till 4 a.m. at night. And when I say in water, I think beach mein, even if you come out of water, you're still wet. You can't dry yourself. And so I was literally gila, you know. And raat ko, when I think 7 o'clock we went in for the night sequence. And then I didn't come out because you'll catch cold. So I was literally in water, my fingers had shrunk, and then I have videos where my team was shot khatam hua, I would come to the corner of the pool and they were pouring hot water on me because I was freezing. You know, it gets windy at night and we were shooting in
Almost winters.
almost winters, Bombay winters, but then it's windy and when you're in water cold, it wasn't heated. So it was possibly one of the toughest shoots of my
मुझे
life.
देख के ठंड लग रही थी तुम्हें because मैं तो इतनी कॉफी
Yeah,
पीता
you were there,
I
you
was
come-
I was feeling cold looking at her. I was like मैं कॉफी
And
पीता मुझे भी ठंड लग
I
रही है.
remember बीच में उन्होंने बोला वो dinner break होती है ना 11 to 11:30. So I had 5 towels around me because if I removed and I wore again, then that was a tough task, you know, because you're drenched and then you're wearing some weights inside to stay underwater, all of that. So I just wrapped 5-6 towels. I had hot water packs all around me. And then when they said ready, I didn't want to move. I was like, damn, abhi phir se, and that water felt like ice to go back in. So, you know, it was, I think, one of my most toughest shoots of my life.
I think again going back to what you said, that it's the process of not just acting but also the process of being an actor that
Yeah.
But I think
completes you.
But we really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the challenge, and that's the twisted minds I think that all of us have. That the bigger the challenge, the more satisfying it is.
Yeah, because when you see that sequence in the film, you think it was completely worth it. Like
Yeah.
it was so beautifully done, and
Can't wait.
she did such a great job, and Nikhil did such a great job there. That
Yeah, I
you
think
just feel कि
Nikhil-
मतलब itni देर इसने she was there in that pool for so long, but
Yeah.
it was completely worth it.
Yeah.
It was come out
When
so
I
well.
read the script, that was one of my most favorite scenes that I was looking forward to shooting.
Oh.
You know, and it's not just being underwater, it's emoting underwater. So the reason it takes you so long is there are different cameras, there are movements, there were scuba divers who were tracking the shot, you know,
Yeah.
taking the shot because they had to be lower than where I am in water. So it was a very complicated process to lighting underwater, you know, to shoot that. But I remember in script when I read it, that this was one of those scenes where I had started imagining myself कि यार ये मजा आएगा करने में.
Guys, that's amazing.
Hi guys, this is Rakul
This is Pavail Gulati,
and you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.